K Black Boxing here with a quick video. Just here to talk a little about Gervonte Tank Davis. I know you have a fight tonight against a last-minute replacement opponent, Hugo Ruiz. Gervonte Davis should win. Should. But, you never know, man. This is not even a prediction video. This is just more so just to talk about Davis, man. I know he's initially supposed to fight Abner Murs. Abner Murs had to pull out due to sustaining the detached retina, and sparring, man. Shit like that happens. I'm truly wasn't enthused about him fighting Abner Murs anyway, Although Abner Murs would have provided him with looks, it's something he haven't seen before, as far as, being a veteran and things like that, Murs, no disrespect to him. I know he had won titles in different divisions and stuff like that. So from a veteran standpoint, it would have been a good look, But I just think that at this point of Davis' career, he's a title holder. It's time for him to start unifying the other titles, man. My whole thing in 2019 is undisputed over names. You know what I mean? So we know Davis. He didn't make weight initially. He weighed 130.4. He basically stripped down bare and still went 130.2. Then he had 30 minutes to make weight. He did make it. He came back 129.8, which is good for him so he can defend that title. But this is a guy who balloons up in weight just like many of the fighters. And people be wondering why I'm not enthused about this day and age of fighter. Because these guys really, they just want to shine, get money, get into BS outside of the ring, and balloon up in weight. All these guys, man. How can you be 140 pounds? This is your fight. This is the division you fight in. I ain't talking about Tank Davis. I'm just giving an example. Be 140 pounds, this is the division you fight in, and in the offseason you weigh fucking 180. 40 pounds above it. You know what I mean? You're walking around as a fucking cruiserweight, and you're a junior welterweight. You know what I mean? Now, at least I've seen Davis many a times. Easily looking like he weighed 160 or plus. Face off fat. The guy only 5'3.5" anyway. You know what I mean? So a guy weighing that much in his weight, in his height rather, it's just not a good look. This guy, he reminds me so much of Adrian Broner. It's pathetic. Some of the bullshit, outlandish things he say, the social media bullshit, trying to get into it with people, have got into it with people, have actually fought people outside of the ring. This dude, man, great talent, but I've seen it all before. So little things like that, it kind of irks me, man. And I do give him props for actually making the weight, but at the same time, you're a professional athlete that get paid a handsome amount of money. You should be making it anyway. You know what I mean? But I heard him. I heard him on the interview in the Breakfast Club, man. He was asking him, man, hey, do you stay training in between fights? And he was like, well, no, I only train when it's time for me to fight. And he was even looking fat then, so you wondering why this motherfucker missing weight. And I know he had turmoil with him and his promoter, his promotional team, and he been out of ring, I think, since last June. So that right there is not good either. For a guy his age, he's young, he should definitely be fighting. Especially the way he be getting guys out of there, because he can bang, man. One thing about Davis, he can fight his ass off. So I give props when it's due. But when he getting guys out of there like this, he should be, fighting definitely 3-4 times a year. I think he only 21, something like that, or 22. And it's February, 9th. If he can handle business with Ruiz, if he don't have Matt Korobov versus Jamal Charlo moment, meaning get outboxed and, eventually, takes the rounds to feel a guy off, you know what I mean? Or basically what I'm trying to say, have a harder fight than it's supposed to be. Because sometimes these guys, the Matt Korobovs of the world, the Hugo Ruizes of the world, sometimes, man, this is their only opportunity, last opportunities for a title. It's TV time. Don't know when you'll be able to see him again. So they might come and go for the gusto. If we seen what happened with even Jose Lopez versus Keith Thurman. He went for the gusto and almost got his ass out of there. Corbo went for the gusto and almost beat Jamal Charlo. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Some people believe that both. I don't, but some people believe that both Korobov and Lopez actually beat those guys. So it is what it is. Take this shit serious, Davis, man. I don't want you missing weight no more, brother. That's what I'm trying to say. You too young. You too talented. You know, you got too much things going for yourself, man, to be missing weight. You know, and like I said, although you did make it, I'm glad because you fighting for a title. You want to defend a title. After you get past this guy, if you do get past him, man, unify the titles, man. You know what I mean? I want you to do great things, brother. Just K Black in the building, man.